Hey everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today or tomorrow, depending on which day you want to celebrate it on, is Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of you out there on YouTube. I hope you have a good time, whatever you choose to spend it on, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, well then just enjoy this awesome time of the year anyway, where World of Tanks seems to be giving us more and more stuff. We've got a free Santa Claus today inside the game, so I'm wearing a silly hat. Well, no, I'm not wearing a silly hat because they gave us a free Santa Claus. I'm wearing a silly hat because it's Christmas, because that's what we do, right? Make ourselves look silly. I'm used to making myself look silly on the internet, so might as well go with it, right? So today is going to be a special day for my World of Tanks YouTube year, because of course it's Christmas Day and I try to pick the most silly replays that I can find. I don't try to pick like a replay where somebody goes and gets 15 kills, does 14,000 damage. I want to pick silly games, and today we're going to see an incredibly silly game from Bateria, from the Russian server, playing in the little Tetrarch. Now, one thing you might notice about this game is that it already looks a little bizarre. Do you see possibly what's happening on the enemy team? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this replay is against primarily bots on the enemy team. All of the enemies that have an underscore before their name are bots. So there are actually 4 tanks on the enemy team, or maybe 5 tanks on the enemy team, or maybe even 6 tanks on the enemy team that are actually not bots. So Bateria has right now set up in the center, and this is what Wargaming have programmed all of the bots in World of Tanks to do. Well, at least the 2/3 of the bots on the enemy team, and you can see the actual players, like in the MKA, like in the T26G, and also in the T60 on the enemy team, are actually sneaking through and trying to think that they can get to farm up as well. So if any of you have actually played the World of Tanks training system, the boot camp that they like to call it, all of the replays, all of the games that you play inside the boot camp, they encourage you to go through this little avenue on Abbey. And so this is exactly what the bots do as well. The bots are making their way through here, and right now it is just a farm off to see who can farm quickly. Look at the enemy team. There's a player called Sap who's on 6 kills. Bateria is on 5 kills in this Tetrarch. Sak picks up 7 kills. It looks like it is a farm off right now. But what is going to happen after all the bots have been vanquished? Is it then going to become a showdown between the actual players on the enemy team? Well, Bateria actually just killed a player in the Kolohelsenka there on the enemy team, and you can tell once again because they have no underscore in their name, indicating that they are not a bot. So 6 kills now, and Bateria and a single player in the T60 as well are now completely outnumbered by the enemy team. Bateria really has to watch out for the LOL tractor on the enemy team, because that's one of the most dangerous players, and so is that MKA who gets shut down. One of the real players shut down. Another real player here in a T60. Bateria has to try and handle this T60 and avoid as much damage as they can in the T6 against the T60. They managed to put a couple rounds in. A 3rd round now, slaying another one of the players from the game, and now with 10 seconds left on the game, they've got to get back to protect that cap circle. Alright, well there you go, there's an MS1, and oh dear, it doesn't look like these bots have been programmed the best, right, boys and girls? Is this what's going to happen if World of Tanks has to continue to add bots into the game? Yeah, I truly hope not. Although I also think it's important to get low-tier games active. This is just ludicrous. Alright, this is just so stupid. Bateria is on 10 kills. Sap in the LOL tractor is on 10 kills. He's still got 2 of the actual players on the enemy team left over. So we're going to have to see how Bateria is going to have to be able to get through this one. Oh, when I saw this replay... Excuse me, sorry, it's getting me right now. I wanted to get you something ultra silly as I do for Christmas Day, because you know what, that's what this day is about. It's about fun, it's about having some giggles. And Bateria is about to shut down one of the players on the enemy team. Funny how we have to differentiate between the players and the bots right now, killing the T26GFT. Now sitting with Camonet and binoculars activated. Bateria has had to kill so many tanks, 11 on the enemy team with 4 left, that he actually only has 8 APCR rounds left. But that's Sap. That's the player who killed all the bots. Sap bounces off Bateria quite a lot there, and he shuts him down. No, Sap, you are out the game. And now Bateria is against 3 bots, but with a dead driver and 5 rounds of ammunition left. How is he going to handle this one? I just couldn't... when I realized what was happening in this game. Look, it's not a full game of World of Tanks from the perspective of playing against players, but it's just an absolute ludicrous spectacle. Alright, so Bateria now, what are you going to do, mate? There's 2 tanks left on the enemy team. You got 1 shot. You farm the medium 1, the bot on the enemy team that's capping. Where are you going to find these 2 tanks? What are we going to do? Oh, God, it's an MS1. And look at this little bot go. Oh, my word. I don't know why I find this so funny. The bot just goes into the cap circle where all of his little bot friends were as well. Crunches into the medium one. But what does Batea do now, right? Does he take the risk? Oh, he puts in his final APCR shell into the MS1 and now races towards the cap circle. Luckily for him, these bots don't seem to be fighting back against Batea and his Tetrarch, and so he is going to do what every little tank should do, and that is try and ram the MS1, but he actually takes 5 damage in return for that ram, so he's got to try and approach it from a different angle. Now remember, all of the collisions in World of Tanks actually count as if it's almost like a little high explosion that occurs at the point of impact. And so if you ram with the thicker part of your armor against the thinner part of the enemy's armor, then well, it looks like I don't know what I'm talking about, but the main problem there was that Batea actually rammed the tracks, and the tracks will absorb a lot of the impact. So what you actually have to try and do is create an impact on the enemy's rear armor without actually hitting their tracks. Just like that, and there you go, 13 damage. And what is this jousting right now? Why doesn't the bot fire? Oh, I just wish it would. Well, maybe it does. Maybe this is going to be another heartbreak. Batea pushing around the MS1 in the cap circle. How much health is he down to now? He hasn't actually lost any more health. Who would have thought that the Tetrarch being not the lightest of tanks, even though this was actually something that I think was designed to be dropped by gliders for the British commandos. And Batea finishes off the MS1 by ramming him to death, picking up his 14th kill. And his platoon mate is cheering him on right now. 34 Nation is cheering Batea along, saying, go get the last MS1, mate. You could get 15 kills. 15 kills without any ammunition. 15 kills, albeit at least 2/3 of them against bots. But he had to kill 5 players by himself as well. And what an absolute ridiculous... Oh, don't screw this up. What are you going to do? Try and get on top of him? Can you imagine if he got stuck there? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. No, not quite enough, mate. Oh, it's alive! The MS1 was stuck on the corner, and now it's alive. But Batea is like, come here, little bot, I'm going to get you. Oh, what a just... Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I really wanted to get you something absolutely ridiculous here, and I present to you World of Bots, right? You couldn't have scripted this game. The fact that he had to have a duel of fates against Sap on the enemy team, who got 10 kills in his LOL tractor but managed to shut him down, ran out of ammunition, and had to remove the 2 remaining bots by ramming them to death. Oh dear, World of Tanks. I think you got quite a little bit of training to go with your AI before I think it can fully replace people at low tiers. So Batea pretty much picks up every single medal you could ever possibly want, although I'm not really even going to read these ones out because they were against bots and they weren't real players. But this one I believe is the De Langlades medal, and that's for killing 4 enemy vehicles that were inside the cap circle. That's a bizarre one. A Ranger medal, and that's almost impossible to get at low tier, because to be able to get a Ranger medal, you have to vanquish every single light tank on the enemy team. Well, when you kill 15 vehicles, yeah, that's going to be a given. And the fact that Batea fed his platoon mate, 34 Nation, the crucial contribution medal for securing 15 of those kills. Yeah, simply ridiculous stuff. So Batea, you filthy animal. You managed to lose 45,000 credits in a tier 2 tank by playing against bots. What are you doing, son? But to be honest, just to have the Resene Heroes medal on my service record, that's probably a good trade, right? Just hopefully people don't inspect you and see what tank you did it in. So Batea, congratulations to you on possibly one of the most ridiculous games of World of Tanks that I have seen this year. Although, not for the usual reasons that I would want to feature it on this channel. And thank you so much for uploading it. Spicy Babao Shoy for uploading it on the What Replays Are You website. And I hope all of you out there enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. But if you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And I'd like to finish this video, seeing how it's Christmas, by highlighting what was my favorite thing about this year. And that was a week ago during our charity fundraiser for cancer research and special effect. This community came together to raise £36,795. And in US dollars, that's nearly $48,000. I could not be prouder about this community. ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to all of you who took part, everybody who just tuned in. Me and Tanya chipped in towards the end of the stream, $1,000. And if you want to continue to add to the total, you can find a link in the description down below. And so, ladies and gents, thank you so much. I could not be prouder or more happy to be a content creator across all of the platforms that I try to spread my love and my passion of video games. Thank you so much for an incredible year. Have a great Christmas, holiday season, however you choose to spend it. Enjoy this day. Know that I love you all very much, and hopefully I'll see you soon.